the rabbit, Nana Boujou, they call him. He wanted to keep warm, so he went to the thunder spirit's house, and then the thunder spirit invited him in, and so he jumped around in there, and he messed his whole house up, and that coal was on his back, and he took off running with it. And so, so the thunder spirit chased after him, shooting bolts of lightning at him. And he hit under a birch tree. And the thunder spirit knew that, so he just kept going with that bolts of lightning. You know, why did you do this? You know, why you moved my house? You know, messed it all up and it's burnt. You know, and he said, well, all I want to do is, you know, take your fire. He goes, well, I'm gonna show you a lesson here. He said, by doing all of this rock, it's iron, and you hit it with stone. When you hit that stone, it makes a spark. He said, then remember me when you do this, because I'm teaching you this, how to make fire. So then he showed him, and he said, when you hit underneath that birch tree, see all these lines in here?
Yeah.
Those represent them bolts of lightning.
Ah.
Then he said, not only that, he goes, I'm going to teach you how to make a house out of this birch tree. So this is your teaching. He said, and then I'm with this skitogan. They call it skitogan. It grows on this, it's a fungus, they say.
Okay.
This is used for medicine. When you get sick, you use this. And then also, you put this with that stone, that spark. When that spark hits that skitogan, it's right away, it's a coal. And he said, you got your little nest, you make a little nest out of this birch bark. You can peel that off kind of, and then put dry grass in there and spruce. And then you hit that right away, it's your fire. And he said, then I'm going to show you how to make a house out of this. And it's a wigwam.
Okay.
So that's the
cover
story on the birch bark, yeah. And then they use these for berries and picking stuff, and you know, these here, sometimes they use spruce root.
Okay.
To tie, you know, like for winnowing baskets for wild rice and all that, they use those. It'll be a smaller one like this, but you can hold it, then you can put handles like here and weave this in your, yeah, this is basswood. The only time you can get basswood is like right now. And the only time you can get the birch bark is right now, this time of the year. So they'd be
harvesting.
Preparing for next year. Yeah. So,
We've actually peeled a tree just last week, and here he is peeling a birch tree. Oh, to get a basket.
Yeah, then it's not ready right now. It has to be very humid out. So these
today is humid.
More humid.
And then one other thing about the rabbit in his tail.
Yeah, they say that's how he got his tail to be like burnt like that. So
short.
Yeah.
You know, like that bunny tail, you know? Yeah, got burned.
Wabozo, yeah, he's a trickster in a way. And then Ashwood.
Is that out of Ashwood?
Ashwood.
That's beautiful.
So this one we know is Potawatomi.
See, but they didn't use wire though.
Well, just to hold it together after it had aged. So the wire wouldn't have been there originally. I don't know.
See what the baskets. What they do is see these ones.
Yep, the stays.
They'll all connect underneath there like this.
Oh, so kind of like an upside down wigwam.
And then when you want to bring it back up, they'd use a thinner one.
Okay.
Or it would bend.
Then
you can dye them with hemlock or berries. You can make color, red, blue, yellow, certain plants that they use for dye, and it would come all the way up the same way, weaving. Then they'd bend them over and twist them, or make it'll make a floral design, so you know it's like a woodland. Yep.
So the lady that traded this basket lived at the headwaters of the Mink River. So she lived here. The family is still there today.
Mm.
The headwaters of the Mink. And one theory is that the women, one of the women that lived at Raleigh's Bay in the Mink River area in 1875 could have traded for fresh food with Mrs. Fondre when they were going to prepare to go over to Michigan, because they crossed over to Michigan when they left here, according to local lore. But it's just fascinating.
See, this stuff here is basswood.
Okay.
You get the strips out of the bark off the
Right.
ground, like right now, you can make twine.
Yeah, we used to lash in Girl Scout camp. We'd do things with basswood.
And even with cedar.
I think that that's who you can thank, the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts,
Oh,
for
right.
continuing the native stories and traditions.
Very nice. Thank you for this.
It's small, but it's mighty.
Yes, I read
Right.
Well, you added. You added to the story.
And you already answered